We're back. Welcome back, everyone. For how long, I do not know, but I am alive. It'll take more than that for Higgs to take this stream out. Just a little void out, as it were. Assuming that this is a new VOD, if you clicked on this VOD, we had a bit of an ISP void out. So if you think this is the most recent VOD, you actually need to go back in time and see the last VOD, which is longer than this one because it's 12:30 in the morning after this is part 7.5. And also because the stream technically just restarted, it's going to mandatory show an ad for 3 minutes in the next 40 seconds. Which is unfortunate because there was just an ad a few minutes ago. So that's just the way things work, apparently. Can you rejoin the internet without... Do you have to log out and log in to be online? I don't know if you can interrupt this mission mid-mission. But anyway, we're back. Sorry for the DC. Sorry for the disconnect. Hello, hello. How are you? We just had an ISP void out. Turn your volume down if you get ads. Apologies for the ads running. I cannot stop them at this point. They are running again. And I can't guarantee that the internet won't go back down. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes it comes in bunches, you know. Sometimes it goes out and then it comes on, then it goes out, back on, and then we keep. So if it goes back out again, then it might just be GG. But I got more I need to do. Regardless of if hundreds of people just went to sleep because the stream abruptly ended. You know, we got too much to do and too little time. They can catch up on the point. I hate the 0.5 VODs. I despise them. But I also don't know how to fix them. You know, like Twitch, honestly, it can't be that hard to allow you. They already have the technology to stitch VODs together. If just extend the window, right? Why is it like less than 5 minutes? They already have the tech for like a continuation of an existing VOD. So why not just let the streamers set a timer for how long to continue after a DC? But anyway, that was weird. Because the last thing I saw chat write was like... I don't even know. I saw you guys write something and then nothing else updated. By the way, are the ads even running or not? It says ad starts in 0 seconds. Is it going? I don't know what's happening. Second notification. Part 7.5. There it goes, finally. I don't know what's going on, man. Just in time. Welcome back, gamers. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I paused as soon as I realized... did you hear her say stuff? She had a little bit of dialogue. She said, "I'm afraid of the dark." She was talking about being afraid of bridges and that being ironic given the company that they all work for. Okay, so you heard everything. So you're all caught up. And then the internet went out. So dumb. I haven't had an incident with the internet in so long. It had been flawless. Almost a year ago, actually. But I haven't updated the timer. Let's see if the Cox command... Does the Cox command... That's the future. Wait, what? There we go. All right, fixed it. Fixed it. It has been updated. It went out at the most comical moment too. Well, I knew it was going out, and I was like, "Yep, it's not loading anything, so it's only at like it's green bars, but it's about to disconnect," is what I was thinking. And then I looked at my phone, and chat was like, "No, we hear you just fine. It's working. I can see everything." And then it died. And then it was dead. So everything from this point on is bonus stream, I guess. Absolutely hate. I can't wait until that happens if I decide to do a late night Death Stranding 2 stream. That's going to be so fun. But like, couldn't it have just waited another like hour and a half and I would just be done instead of creating a separate VOD? And have a clean series? Where all the thumbnails are uninterrupted? All right, the ad will be done in like 20 seconds. I guess it could be worse. It could have happened like 4 hours in instead of 8.5 hours in. How's it already been that much time though? I haven't even been getting that sidetracked. Like, what have I done? I built like 4 stretches of road, just transporting resources to it. Have I even done anything besides just make a few? We made a couple of zip lines. And we're back. I'm still offline in game. Are you allowed to save and reconnect here? Oh. Oh, well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. We're back. And we're back online, too. And in the game. And on Twitch. Didn't mean to give the wrong impression earlier. I've always liked Death Stranding. I just had to take a break from it because I got my stuff stolen by mules in real life. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that. Did that include your save file as well? Because I've had a couple times where like I've been playing a game and was interested. A road you rebuilt was used by someone else many times. 82 players, 6,000 likes. My road building is helping others. But yeah, I've had that happen before where like a save that I was very into unfortunately got corrupted and I was just like, I've lost all will to dude, we should have. I know that we have a person. Yeah, it's not the right time to try to rebuild the road. However, driving through here is going to be kind of a pain. It'll be fine. I think I just need to, like, draw a plan here so that I don't pass it up. Because this is Timefall BT territory. Probably just go like... it's steeper than I thought. Yeah, something like this is good. Imagine having built all this road and not having to take the scenic route. Wait, you just can't make more than 10 custom markers or something? Okay, that's fine. Have I never tried to make more than 10 markers?
Safe travels.
But this won't be too bad. I almost just drove us into the river. Sorry. Sorry. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay. She's like, have you ever driven one of these before? Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Stay strong, Sam.
It might get a little bumpy. Did I mention that? I'm gonna go as smooth as I can. Do VODs of this game get muted because of licensed music? The licensed music parts do. The rest of the VOD doesn't. Yeah, she hasn't been outside in years, so she's getting to see the world through our eyes, but like in reverse. So, I mean, that's got to be fun in and of itself, because look at that view, right? She's got a nice view. Okay, let's focus. Can we just pay attention to the road, please? All right, your feet might have got a little wet there, but you're all covered up, so it should be fine. I'm trying to go as gentle as I can, believe it or not. I know it's a little bumpy. It might get worse before it gets better. What was that? Did you guys just see tar in the ground right there? I feel like the bike is hitting the ground in a strange way. I don't know if that's just by extension of having a person.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh yeah, this is way better. So we may not have a highway or a road out this way, but I'll tell you what we do have. A freaking zip line. All right, so this is the area where people are trying to actually murder you. So I just wanted to let you know I should be giving her like a tour of the land. Coming up here, this is the incinerator where I had to burn a guy earlier after I came across his corpse. He was trying to, I know it's a little complicated, transport a chip, a microchip with the letter V on it. And after I found this mysterious chip and sent it back to him, he gave me the power to personally disable anyone's Odra deck off their shoulder. But alas, I did have to burn a guy in here. And then just beyond that are the BT jellyfish. I know, it's crazy. They come in jellyfish form now. I'm told, though I haven't seen it myself yet, that they heat seek if you get too close and attempt to blow themselves up when they get in within your proximity. So just watch out for those. If you see one bearing down on us from behind, let me know. They took that ramp that you're looking at earlier, and then kind of just rammed into a rock. Was not as fun as it looked. There's the jellyfish we mentioned. Don't worry about them yet. This is actually a tried and tested route that I've taken 3 times now.
Clear.
Wait, did I go the wrong way? No, we're good. Luckily, we have found a good path to and from this locale. I don't know if I need that bridge, actually. I think that bridge is bait. Odds of a song? Almost 0 with the route that I'm going to be taking. But the route that I am going to be taking is going to save me a lot of headache. Hold on. We're good. I kind of just forgot where the road was. Here it is. Found it. This is the only piece that I've built. I'm still working on the rest.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All
Is
weapons
Sam taking the junk dealer's wife back to her home because she couldn't stand it here a minute longer?
Bridges.
I just got here. No, but actually that did happen off screen. The chiral artist left the junk dealer and went back to be with her mom. This is Mama, who, with the help of us connecting different places, relearned some technology and added the ability for our cufflink to have an attack mode where it can sever the umbilical cord. And she tragically used it after explaining her situation. She got us to use it on her and severed the incorporeal baby from her, letting the baby move on. After explaining that the reason that she had the baby in the first place is because her twin sister, who is somewhat psychically linked with her, at least in some mild fashion, wanted to have a baby but could not. So she was the surrogate mother of the child. The Mama was the surrogate mother of the child for her twin sister and her twin sister's lover, who died tragically sometime earlier. They used frozen sperm from these stores that they've got in order to make a baby. So she had her twin sister's baby, but it became a ghost baby because she died, or the baby died when she got trapped under rubble during a terrorist attack. It's complicated. So now we're taking her back to go talk to her sister, since they have been at odds for a very long time. And she's going to explain everything. So that's where we're at. You kind of just had to see the cutscenes.
Storing vehicle. Standing. Beginning scan.
So I got good news and bad news, Mama. The good news is we'll be there in no time. The bad news is I hope you don't have a fear of heights. What's up, KXZ? Thank you, KXZ501, for the sub. I appreciate the 57 months. And welcome back. Well, here's our quote-unquote highway. A highway in the sky. Been watching and enjoying the stream so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words. I'm gonna say Harrison. That's my best pronunciation guess, given the fact that you seem to be missing some vowels.
Weapons restrictions.
Glad you've been enjoying the ride along with us. All right, Mama, hold on tight. This is what we spent some of our time working on earlier. I didn't build the first one, someone else did, but I built this one to connect up, and then someone else built this one that we're flying to. So teamwork. So yeah, Big T built this one. Me and Big T have a bridge link together. And then I built this one up in the mountains through the trees. These had to be unfortunately closed, so it's a bit of a waste, but it had to be done. So we're going around all of the demons, which are the hostile mules that try to kill instead. They're like former mules. Oh, they think they found me. Good luck trying to catch me.
Heads up, Sam. Looks like you've tripped an intrusion sensor. To be clear, these sensors react to you, not to your cargo.
Oh.
Be careful. Trouble may be on the way.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that distinction. So we climbed all the way up this mountain and built the damn transport line up here, and you know what? I just remembered. We have no connection point to this from the other side. Okay, Mama, we're kind of on our own from this point on, I think. Mules that got worse and also listened to Higgs. They're like Higgs people, is my understanding. All right, don't drop us off the cliff. We're fine. Look at that. We're good. But look how much time that just saved us, going from here to here in record time, dude. All I gotta do is build another spot. We can go 300. We can go 300 meters away. That's like here. And look, I even have a handy dandy rope right here. Hold on tight. This is quite the adventure that we're going on. You're getting to see all kinds of stuff you haven't seen in years. We are in the mountains, crossing the rivers.
Hold on, Sam.
I'm holding.
Whoa.
Okay, so maybe I underestimated slightly. I thought there was going to be a little path here for us to go across. Okay, I think we can make it down this. Especially with my new Bridges boots. It's probably fine. Alright, I need to get over this somehow. Is that too steep? That looks pretty damn steep.
Sorry, I'll try to make this quick.
He's just like,
Strong, Sam.
wait, they're still looking for me? They are not gonna find me, dude. I am long, long gone. That's the marker that I set? That's really far that way. Okay, I'm kind of walking the wrong way. I love how this steep of a grade would have killed you like 60 hours ago. Yes. The progression definitely just keeps trending upward somehow. Kojima was just in the office going, more! More! I want boots with spikes in them so that you can balance yourself. And gold ones. I just want freaking gold ones. And then I want to
Sam?
unlock... Oh.
Do you remember your own birth? Me. I remember being inside the womb.
You
I
do?
wasn't alone. I could hear my mother's heartbeat. Hers. And Lochna's. We were conjoined twins. One and the same before we were born. But then they tried to separate us with surgery.
Today's a good day.
The operation was successful. We were still one. We knew each other's thoughts without saying a word.
I'm trying to listen.
My joy was her joy. Her pain was my pain. And no distance was too great for us to overcome. Some might call it a kind of telepathy. Divided in body, joined in spirit. We had a beach just for us. And we shared. our own.
They had the
private
same
neural
beach?
network. Like six. With Cupids, we can build one that will let everyone share what Lochna and I have. I saw it all laid out before me after I signed up for Bridges. A network that could unite everyone, no matter how scattered or different. That would make us whole. It wouldn't be about bringing people into line. It would be about bringing them into the fold, where they would share alike. I knew it could change the world. With Donnelly's help, we finalized the Cupid design. But after the attack and the birth, everything changed. For the first time in my life, Lochna wasn't there. But I'm not alone anymore. I can feel her again. She's close. Thank you, Sam. I feel whole again. Maybe 6. Me and you.
There's no network.
Sorry, Lochna.
That's why I couldn't build here. Also, holy rain, man. There's a downpour. What's up, Swole Irish dude? We had an internet outage a bit ago, and we're back. Taking Mama across the world to be with her conjoined twin sister. Sam's a little tired. Oh, I hope that's way in the distance and not in between us, or we're about to have a bad time. Oh no, it's the timefall snow getting on my screen. It's cold up here, dude. Oh. You good? You're almost there, Sam. Maybe. We're almost there. You took a good path. You took a good route. And once we get the network on, we can finally build the other zip line that connects us up here. So we don't have to walk through this again. It'll be great. Building roads is for losers. Who needs a road when you can have a zipline network?
I'm Sam!
That wasn't meant for you, Mama. I think she knows who you are, Sam. Oh my god. Was it snowing down here the first time we were here? I thought it was only snowing once we got further up. I do not remember. What a trip.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons
I love their building design too so much.
all clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
It's just giant spire pushing out.
Decontaminating suit. All clear.
Okay.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
With the help of a highway and a zip line and some good old-fashioned mountain climbing like a billy goat, we're here. Time for some resolution. She just lost her BT baby. BB is fine. Her spirit baby has been severed and moved on to the world of the dead.
No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I love you so much. It's good to hear your voice again. I shouldn't have kept you in the dark. Tried to save her. I couldn't. You don't have to say any more.
I'm
Look,
sorry.
you need to fix his Cupid.
Me?
I couldn't save our child, but you can save our world. Only you. I love you. You hear me? Forever. And always. Now, make the world whole. Okay? Just like you make me.
Damn. Kind of confused why she's so sickly. I mean, I think it was just like her particular situation with the BT baby where they were linked with an umbilical cord and then severing that, sort of like they had become entwined. And so severing that kind of broke the equilibrium. And then that combined with like probably a hard journey. Like it was still freezing cold temperatures through the mountains and, you know, forget about the zip line and stuff. Mama died. Awesome. The magic of video games. The beauty of video games. But yeah, I assume just severing the connection kind of like made her not long for this world, because it was her and her sister had a connection initially. They were conjoined twins. So while they were together, that was kind of their life force, more or less. And then when she became conjoined to the BT baby instead, that was like her, what's the word I'm looking for? Not dependency, but like sustenance. They kind of sustained each other. It was a symbiotic relationship. We definitely did not hear Once in a Long, Long While. I haven't heard any music on these trips. And I don't know what path they want you to take to hear music. Because we had plenty of time walking in the mountains. And I've taken 2 different routes to get to this place. So I have no idea. We didn't hear that either. We've heard no songs. All right, shh, robot, don't embarrass me.
All that she went through, I had no idea. I thought she'd severed our bond on purpose, that she stole our child and ran. I fixed your Cupid like she asked. The limiter should be functioning properly now. There is one thing. Before I sat down to work, I took a long, hard look at the code. I'm pretty sure someone's tweaked it. Either that, or my memory's going to pieces.
Someone rewrote your code?
Rewrote might be overstating it. Let's just say it wasn't the latest version I released. And yet, because of it, I was finally reunited with Malingan. Could be we found our culprit already. She died beneath the rubble, with our child still inside her. Her Ka passed over to the other side, but her Ha remained, bound to our dead daughter. She knew all of this, of course. That's why she kept one cuff loose. Didn't want anyone seeing her vitals. Shame she couldn't use her favorite invention. She did all that to keep me and our daughter safe.
She was dead the whole time. I don't remember any of this, so it's a good thing I'm playing it again. DualSense wireless controller battery is low. Wow, that just took all my battery out to use the Cupid there. Mountain Knot City has joined the UCA. New interview data, and we've got a stabilizer for the backpack and a cargo catapult. What? Local data from Mountain Knot City has enabled Bridges HQ to add new data structure. What the hell? It just keeps giving. There's just more new stuff.
Sis? I can hear you. We're whole again.
Oh my
We're
god.
one. Like before in the womb. Remember? Lingen. Lochna.
Well done, Sam.
Damn, there's some crazy shit going on here, Die Hard. Man, you
Thanks
see
to
this?
you, Edge Knot City is finally within reach. And you, Lochna, your work will help ensure that the Chiral network remains online. Together, we might just make it all the way west. Now then, Sam, there's something else you ought to know. We've been studying the data from when you claim you encountered those soldiers. We had audio which doesn't paint a complete picture on its own, but the languages, the names, and terms we picked out, the munitions we could identify, everything seems to indicate that you were on a battlefield over 100 years ago. World War I, to be precise. It wasn't a dream. Wasn't a hallucination. Maybe you were spirited away to another dimension or something. And given the time discrepancies, maybe you were sent to a beach. Can't say anything for certain. That said, I've never heard of a beach turned into a battlefield. But beaches are shaped by the will of the people who inhabit them. Perhaps Hartman can offer a more rational explanation. Beaches are his specialty. Unfortunately, he's still outside the Chiral network. Anyway, get some rest. No use dwelling on questions we can't answer yet.
We're going down, whether we like it or not. To be honest, he does need a rest after all that. Can love bloom on a beach battlefield? So yeah, she always wore one cufflink off because if you wear the whole thing, then it shows your vitals. Huh. Dude, I'm remembering so much. There's no BB. I know, do you see it? There's no BB. No? They took BB. Okay, so I know it's never a good time, but they took BB, so I'm driven to drink. Yeah. Give me my BB back. We will find our BB at the bottom of a can. Mouth wipe. Hey, in your face. Hey.
Right in your face.
Right in your face. Bah. Kick that shit. All right, I'm gonna leave my hat off and my sunglasses off for the next cutscene. but I'm not going to make a habit of it because it's also hilarious when it just pans over and it's Sam in aviators. Just like, he's here. He's there. He's with you. All right, time to read some lores. Mama, the fallen angel. Mountain Knot City is now part of the UCA. Lockney explained about how it was all a big misunderstanding. What a relief. The tar's all gone too, thanks to that bomb. This is going to sound weird, but you know the Odradek on Mama's left shoulder? Didn't used to think much of it, but someone told me it was a symbol of her atonement. She didn't betray Lochna, after all, even if terrorism might have been to blame. Couldn't help but think of herself as a fallen angel after that, forever barred from joining Lochna in heaven. Like Abusathibo, the one-winged fella who followed Beelzebub down to Egypt once upon a time to cause trouble for Moses. Guess Mama was feeling poetic when she redesigned her Odradek and used it to comfort her dead child. Strange, maybe, though I suppose she was already dead herself. Looks like all that's in the past now, though. The misunderstanding's been resolved and the sisters are whole again thanks to you, Sam. Mama finally worked up the courage to cut the cord and send her baby on to the other side where it belongs. It was the right thing to do for the kid. So the two are one, and the fallen angel got a second chance. Just as well, because no one's ever really beyond redemption, I'd like to think. Word travels fast. Yeah, word travels fast around here. We did sleep, though. Okay, so Lochna thought that Mama ran off with their child and just wanted them all to herself. But actually, Mama couldn't bear that the child was dead and that she was dead by extension, and didn't want her to face that her baby was a BT. So she sort of still betrayed Lochna by not telling her. Guess Mama was feeling poetic when she redesigned her Odradek and used it to comfort her dead child. Okay. I'm following along. Oh no, he's back. You're not going to believe this, Sam, but that porter I hired, smart-ass choom, found 2 chips. But by the time I nailed down the location of the second, it had been snatched by terrorists. Should have figured it out sooner. Thought I'd mastered your systems, you know? Took my eye off the ball for a second. Fuck. Probably brought the chip back to base already, too. You gotta get it, Sam. These chips are my only chance. Get your ass to the distro center north of Mountain Knot City and grab the order. Oh, data? The terrorist view of bridges. Die Hard Man. The first expedition set off without any problems. Both the advance party and the rear guard are en route to the west coast as we speak. This is 3 years ago, by the way. They haven't reported any trouble with terrorists and the like, but the further out they get, the greater the danger. There's a hell of a lot of separatists out there who want nothing to do with the UCA. Some are more extreme than others, perhaps, but there's no denying where they stand. Seems like just yesterday, it was only ideological differences, strongly held opinions at worst. But then the Corallium started messing with people's heads, turning extremists to demons, mules into Gestalt, and debate into violence. And now we're headed west, into their territory. Invaders coming for their freedom. They're waiting for us. Minds made up and guns in hand. Amelie and the others aren't looking for a fight. She's going to try to talk sense to people, convince them to join us. If all the cities sign on, our nation could rise again. No one wants to take anything from these people, only give them back what was lost. If only they could understand that. BTs and void outs 3 years ago. Heartman. The following conclusions are largely derived from a handful of eyewitness accounts. While I would advise anyone to take them with a grain of salt, I still believe they are worth sharing. BTs pursue their prey through a multi-step process. In the first, they begin searching for a target, the handprints left behind as evidence of this behavior. Upon detection, one or more BTs will attempt to seize their target and drag it toward a much larger entity. To clarify, however, a void out does not occur at the point of contact between the giant and the human, but only once the human has been subsumed into the giant's body. We think this may be because this is the only place where antimatter is present within the entity. It goes without saying that BTs are entirely different from any creature of this world. and we have much to learn about them still. One thing is for certain, however, we must come to understand them, else we may never overcome the existential threat they pose. Okay, so, small problem. If you're too good at this game and you never get caught by a BT on your, say, second playthrough while playing the director's cut, you don't get to see some really cool shit. But in 2019, we did get to see some really cool shit. A few times, actually, if I recall. Though, I guess the game's not over yet. And who can say whether we will have our time in the sun or in the tar, as it were. Lockney and Malingen. You know what we used to dream about? Seeing what's beyond those clouds up there. We spent our whole lives beneath the Corallium sky. It's all we've ever known. But we also know the world used to be so much bigger. Our parents told us. They were researchers who worked for NASA. Though these days, most people wouldn't know what that was. It went up in smoke around the same time America did, and all our parents' work went with it. But we still have our dreams. The one thing our parents gave us that can never be taken away. Malingen and I were named after a pair of craters left by meteors which struck the Earth 450 million years ago. Those craters are proof this planet is part of something bigger, that we exist within a vast interconnected universe. Our names serve as a reminder of this fundamental truth. Symbols of our parents' hope that our isolation is only temporary. That's why we joined Bridges too, to bring the people of this country together again, and to one day reunite this planet with the greater universe that surrounds it. I didn't know she straight up tells you the crater factoid. She does. They tell you pretty much everything. You just have to read it in the lore. I forgot to poop first, but we'll just pee afterward. Gotta get clean after a long journey. Only two? He wasn't as dirty as I thought. Wink.
Nice.
A lot of man-ass in this game. Kind of has to be. There is a significant amount of partial nudity in Death Stranding, but I'm pretty sure all of it's non-sexual, which is interesting. But I think a big part of it is just like, well, I'll talk about it after the game's over. That may be a wait until the game's over conversation. If you want to circle back in a couple days. Okay, let's see. BB, where did you go? Oh, he just realized that the BB's gone. He'd been drinking too much. Lou?
Ooh, looking for this? Surprise. Fragile warped me here. I finally got to visit the beach. Well, her beach. Don't worry, I didn't come all this way for the sightseeing. Your beloved BB has a serious issue.
Episode 6. We finally finished the Mama episode.
You may recall me explaining that these incubators connect BBs via the chiral network to their still mothers back at HQ. Bridge babies are quite literally bridges between this world and the other side. Their place is not here with us, nor with the BTs over there. They belong precisely in between, with no greater affinity for one world or the other. But BB-28 here has been leaning further and further towards the world of the living. towards you, Sam.
It's because we're partners.
Partners? Sam, a BB's a tool, not a human being. Bridge, yes. Baby, no.
So tell me what the problem is.
This tool, this weapon, is transforming into a living being. It's gaining weight. Its brain activity is increasing. It's accumulating memories. BB-28 is becoming self-aware, becoming an actual child.
He turns him around.
Doesn't sound like a problem to me.
It's hardware, Sam. Manufactured for a purpose. A purpose it cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure simply in removing it. Which hardly matters because at this point, it'll cease functioning within a couple of days.
A couple days?
He's functioning.
That's right. Not even the pod will be enough.
He's talking about Death
It'll be
Stranding
bricked.
1 being gone in a couple days.
We reset it. You'll have to leave it with me, of course.
That's all the time we
I'll
have till
cut the
2.
cord that links the two of you and then perform an operation that reconnects it to the other side. Think of it as a little tug to correct its alignment, to put it back where it belongs, right between the world of the living and the dead. But like I said, you'll have to be without it for a while.
You're sure this'll work?
Of course. One catch, though. The surgery may erase its memories.
Erase? They'll forget me?
Relax. The BB will still function as intended. You just have to trust me. Come on. I'm telling you, it's like a game. Just select retry and start again. And
Piss
this
joke.
is why I hate these things.
I didn't even know BB could do that.
Sam, I was already filthy from my trip through the beach, but now your BB has added insult to injury.
Bro, I just got the new one. Why did he look like that? Oh. He knows. Dude, he knows, man. Are you seeing this shit? I'm gonna need another drink for this one.
Right in your face.
Why are you waiting in there?
No one can spy on us in here. It's just you and me. No audio records of what we say. No video for lip-reading analysis. Get closer. Die Hardman cannot know of this. Understood? I've been doing some digging into the first BB experiments. Officially, they were suspended by the government following a void out which claimed the life of the then acting president. Documents were shredded. BB technology banned, yes? But obviously, the experiments continued in secret on the direct orders of President Strand.
The water is spinning. I didn't even know you could do that.
The BBs were
Excessive
essential to
weight.
solving the mystery of the Death Stranding. Oh, she had big plans for them. They weren't designed just to be BT detectors. She wanted to incorporate them into the chiral network to facilitate travel to the beach. But none of her plans ever came to fruition. And now BB Tech has fallen into terrorist hands.
What's Die Hardman's part in this?
I'm afraid to find out. I don't know how long he was working for Strand. I don't even know his real name or his face. I thought you might, since you two go further back.
He was already wearing the mask when I met him. Something about burning his face.
Right. Sorry. Any data we have from back then is classified at the highest level. As far as I know, the director is the only one with clearance. But the chiral network presents a new opportunity. By compiling fragmented data in the public domain from all across the country, I might be able to piece together a little more of the puzzle. Be careful, Sam. They're watching.
Sam's extra uncomfortable because he doesn't like anyone
Well,
touching
Sam,
him.
you're a good sport. I'll give you that. Still, it's a fine way to get out of doing the laundry.
Just fix BB, all right?
Oh no, you'll be doing the fixing. I'd never manage without your help. Check the delivery terminal upstairs for the details. When you're ready, of course.
Did the blow dryer malfunction? Make BB feel better by connecting up nearby facilities to increase chiral density. Well, we have no BB now. Don't wink. It's not time to be winking, Sam. Oh? Did I not notice this? We have the big dog. And Mama on our back. Now it's gonna be so sad going up without BB to hook into. I know. I can't believe it either. Okay, it's the beginning of a new chapter. I think that's a good place to save and quit and begin again tomorrow, since it is the start of a whole new chapter. Rip this tiny VOD. I mean, it's gonna stay up, but it's not a very big VOD. How long did we stream post disconnect? Like an hour? An extra hour? It's still an extra hour, you know. The bonus hour. But yeah, good stream, good progress. Honestly, the Mama chapter isn't a super, or it's not a super long chapter. Like, it's not a lot of individual missions, but it's a lot of cross the entire map missions. Crossing the entire map for pizza, cross the entire map to either pick up Mama if you don't fast travel there, or you have to take her back manually. And lots of long journeys specifically for that one. I remember that shower scene vividly, but I could not for the life of me remember when it happened in the game. I don't know why that stuck with me. Because it's peak Kojima. Like that's like AI could never write that scene. Do you understand? Like that has to come from the mind of a human. And it definitely stuck with me. I couldn't remember what it was about for the life of me. I just remember Sam and Deadman in the shower. I just knew, I was like, when the hell does that scene happen? I'm glad it did, so I could finally rest and be like, okay, that was it. Anyways, I'll be back on tomorrow to continue. Did I save? Let me make sure that I have saved. I think I did, but just in case. And let's look at the timer. Oh no, wait, okay. Playable in 3 days, 19 hours, 17 minutes. Yeah, I still have 3 days. We still got 3 days. So, we're okay, right? Sorry for coughing into the microphone. It's coming up. It's coming up. We got 3 days though. So I'm gonna make that count. All right, you only got like 15 seconds until the ad, so I'm gonna just send you off into the void. There's gonna be a void out. I need to get some water. But it's been a good 10 hours. Good productive 10 hours. You're free to turn the stream off if the ad starts while I'm still yapping. I'm hyped for 2, but don't want to buy a PS5 for it. I think that's a rational opinion. I never noticed the water coming off his mouth every time he talked. Me neither. Keep on keeping on. Victim Rooster. Thanks for the Yup Time stream. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to go get some food, get some water, wind down for the night, and get ready to come back and do it again tomorrow. So we'll be back around, like, at the same time, hopefully a little bit earlier, like 3 p.m. Pacific, give or take a few minutes. And it's time to start on the Deadman chapter. And we're rolling right along. I think 3 days is enough time. I would love to finish in 2 days. That will be tough if I want to do that. And then have 1 day in between would be nice. But I doubt that is going to be the case. But, you know, we can try. It'll probably take 3 days, though. And then decide what we're going to do on the day of. I don't know if I can wait until the following day to check it out. Whew. All right. Night-night, guys. Go to the void. The ad just started. Sorry, I didn't finish yapping fast enough. Have a great night, everyone. Come back tomorrow. I'll see you again in like 13 to 14 hours. GG's. And we got more good stuff to go. There was some important lore and cutscenes here at the end. So hopefully everyone who wants to catch up on the VOD can. But good night for now. Sleep tight or have a good morning, wherever you are. And I'll see you for the next one. Now get out of here. Now. Like and subscribe. Now.